Hey, I won't lie, it's getting harder. It's getting harder. It's getting tougher. Every day gets tougher.
The recent disclosures from Michael J. Fox are a devastating blow to his supporters, as he openly shares the suffering he has endured in recent years. His struggle with Parkinson's disease lays bare a tragic fate that even his wealth and talent cannot conquer. Fox reveals that his anguish goes beyond the physical strain of the illness, extending into psychological distress amid his relentless fight for awareness and a cure. Stay composed and reflect on the profound struggle faced by Michael J. Fox. You may not believe it, but the very success that brought Michael Fox acclaim also brought its own set of challenges, and this is the most shocking news for fans. The allure of celebrity life, with its temptations and excesses, began to exert a powerful influence over him. The same charisma and energy that made him a star also made him susceptible to the pitfalls of stardom. As his popularity soared, so did the pressures and demands of maintaining a public image, which sometimes led him to indulge in self-destructive behaviors. This period of excess was characterized by a lifestyle that often mirrored the reckless personas Fox portrayed on screen. The boundaries between his public persona and private life became increasingly blurred, and he found himself caught in a cycle of substance abuse and erratic behavior. The very traits that made him a captivating performer began to take a toll on his personal life, as the pressures of fame pushed him toward increasingly destructive habits. A pivotal moment in Fox's life came with a jarring wake-up call. After a night of heavy drinking, he was found unconscious in his living room by his wife, Tracy Pollan. This distressing incident marked a critical turning point in Fox's journey, forcing him to confront the stark reality of his addiction and its far-reaching consequences. The gravity of the situation was not just a personal blow, but also a profound realization of how his behavior was impacting those around him, particularly his relationships and career. Pollan's role in this period of crisis was instrumental. Her response to Fox's struggles was marked by a combination of unwavering support and tough love. Instead of enabling his destructive habits, she chose to confront the issue head-on, offering a support system that was both compassionate and firm. Her belief in Fox's capacity for change and recovery became a cornerstone of his journey toward healing. However, the road to recovery was anything but smooth. Fox faced numerous obstacles that tested his resolve at every turn. Addiction, with its insidious grip, presented a formidable challenge, and the process of breaking free from its hold was fraught with difficulties. Each step forward often came with its own set of trials, requiring Fox to summon an extraordinary level of determination and resilience. Despite these setbacks, his commitment to reclaiming his life and confronting his inner demons remained steadfast. Therapy played a crucial role in Fox's recovery. It provided him with a structured environment to explore the root causes of his addiction, develop coping strategies, and address the emotional and psychological aspects of his struggles. This phase of recovery was integral in helping him understand the underlying factors contributing to his addiction and in equipping him with the tools necessary for long-term sobriety. The therapeutic process was not just about addressing the physical dependence, but also about fostering emotional healing and personal growth. However, Michael J. Fox's addiction is not the worst. He suffered from a serious illness after that, which was called Parkinson, and until now, he has still not found a way to escape it. In 2014, Dr. Michael S. Okun, a prominent neurologist at the University of Florida Center for Movement Disorders and Neurorestorations, explained to people that depression is a common issue for Parkinson's patients. This is largely due to the degeneration of brain circuitry and the imbalance of key neurotransmitters such as dopamine, serotonin, and epinephrine, chemicals crucial for regulating mood and preventing depression. These chemical imbalances significantly contribute to the emotional challenges faced by individuals with Parkinson's disease. Michael J. Fox is a notable example of someone affected by these complex interactions. After his Parkinson's diagnosis, Fox experienced a profound period of depression, which was further compounded by his struggle to come to terms with the disease. The emotional toll was so significant that it drove him to engage in heavy drinking, a stark departure from his previous habits. In a candid conversation with Howard Stern, Fox shared that his drinking transitioned from being a social activity to a solitary and daily escape. This shift highlighted the depth of his emotional distress and the way his personal coping mechanisms evolved in response to his diagnosis. Fox's battle with depression and substance abuse was not just a private struggle, but also affected his public and professional life. Reflecting on this period in an interview with the New York Times Magazine, Fox admitted that his initial response to his diagnosis led to several ill-considered decisions, both personally and professionally. This period was marked by a sense of confusion and frustration as he grappled with the reality of his condition and its impact on his life. It wasn't until 1994 that Fox began to make peace with his diagnosis. This year marked a turning point in his journey toward understanding and acceptance. Fox emphasized that acceptance of Parkinson's disease was not about resigning himself to a passive fate, but about gaining a clear and practical understanding of the disease. He described acceptance as a proactive process of dealing with the disease straightforwardly, rather than succumbing to despair or denial. In the midst of Michael J. Fox's tumultuous struggle with the emotional aftermath of his Parkinson's diagnosis, a significant and stabilizing force in his life was one more time none other than his wife, Tracy Pollan. Their relationship, which began with Pollan playing his on-screen girlfriend on Family Ties, evolved into a deep and enduring partnership. By the time Fox faced his most challenging personal battles, Pollan was not just a supportive spouse but a crucial anchor guiding him through his darkest times. In his 2020 memoir, No Time Like the Future, Fox offers a poignant glimpse into his family life during this period. He recounts a particularly striking memory shared by their oldest son, Sam. According to Fox, Sam's earliest recollections include a troubling scene, going to the fridge to get beers for his father. This innocent yet revealing observation from a child highlights the extent of Fox's struggle with alcohol during this time. It also underscores the impact that his behavior had on his family, particularly on his young children, who were exposed to a reality that was far from ideal. Pollan's role in Fox's recovery was both pivotal and profound. Witnessing Fox in a disheveled and deteriorating state, Pollan made a decisive intervention that would become a turning point in his life. Her confrontation was direct and emotionally charged. She asked Fox, "Is this what you want?" This simple but powerful question forced Fox to confront the stark reality of his situation. It was a moment of clarity that cut through the haze of his addiction and the denial that often accompanies such struggles. Pollan's perspective was crucial because it provided an external viewpoint that Fox, consumed by his own challenges, might have struggled to see clearly. Her question acted as a mirror, reflecting the consequences of his actions and the impact they had on his family. This confrontation was not just a wake-up call. It was a catalyst for change. Fox's response to Pollan's challenge was a decisive shift toward self-reflection and a renewed focus on his future. The question, "Is this what you want?" prompted Fox to reassess his choices and the direction of his life. It marked the beginning of a critical period of self-evaluation and commitment to change. The realization that his addiction and behavior were not only harming himself but also affecting his family provided the impetus he needed to make a significant shift. This moment of clarity allowed Fox to turn his attention from the immediate escapism of drinking to a more hopeful and constructive outlook. Michael J. Fox has faced his Parkinson's disease with a remarkable willingness to explore and undergo various treatments to manage his symptoms. His journey with the disease has involved not only a public battle, but also a series of personal and medical challenges that required him to make difficult decisions about his health. In March 1998, Shortly after he publicly revealed his Parkinson's diagnosis, Fox underwent a significant surgical procedure known as a thalamotomy. This brain surgery was aimed at reducing the tremors that are a common symptom of Parkinson's disease. The procedure was notably performed while Fox was awake, allowing the surgical team to monitor his responses and make adjustments in real time. This level of interaction was both challenging and disorienting for Fox. He recounted to people that during the surgery there was a moment when his speech was deliberately slurred to test the effects on his brain functions. This experience left him feeling unsettled and anxious, thinking, "Oh man, you're messing with my brain. It's freaking me out." Despite these fears, the thalamotomy proved successful in alleviating some of his tremors, largely due to the expertise of neurosurgeon Dr. Bruce Cook. In addition to the thalamotomy, Fox's health journey included another major surgical intervention in 2018. This time, the surgery was for a benign spinal cord tumor that was unrelated to Parkinson's, but was nonetheless impacting his quality of life. The tumor was causing significant issues with his ability to feel and move his legs, leading to frequent falls and confusion about whether these symptoms were due to Parkinson's or the tumor. The decision to undergo spinal surgery was urgent. Fox explained to people that without it, he was heading for paralysis. The surgery was successful in removing the tumor and preventing further complications. The post-surgical recovery process was fraught with its own set of challenges. Fox experienced hallucinations as he came out of anesthesia, a disorienting experience that he shared with the New York Times Magazine. He vividly described a moment of confusion where he mistook a coat slumped on the floor for a gorilla, illustrating the surreal and troubling effects of his anesthesia. These hallucinations were just one aspect of the broader difficulties he faced during his rehabilitation. In addition, in the immediate period following the surgery, Fox struggled with severe mobility issues. The effects of the surgery were so profound that he was initially unable to walk, requiring medical aides to be present around the clock to assist him with daily activities and ensure his safety. This period of limited mobility and reliance on others began to erode the optimism that had long been a hallmark of Fox's public persona. Known for his resilience and positive outlook despite his Parkinson's diagnosis, Fox found himself grappling with a deepening sense of frustration and loss. The once celebrated ability to move with ease was now a distant memory, overshadowed by the physical constraints imposed by his condition and the recent surgery. Even more than 2 years after the surgery, Fox continued to experience significant limitations in his movement. Despite undergoing intense physical therapy and working diligently to regain his physical capabilities, the progress was less than he had hoped for. Fox candidly shared his feelings with the New York Times Magazine, expressing a sense of envy towards older individuals who, despite their age, could still move more freely than he could. He recounted a moment of bitter reflection, saying, "I envy 90-year-old men with canes who can move briskly. I'll think that son of a becow can move." This sentiment highlights the extent of his frustration and the emotional toll of not being able to achieve the mobility he once had. In November 2020, Fox revealed to people that writing had become a vital outlet for him. This creative endeavor provided a new way to channel his experiences and emotions, offering solace and a sense of purpose during his recovery. Fox expressed contentment with this new focus, appreciating the therapeutic aspects of writing, as well as its capacity to connect him with others through his stories and reflections. Fox's ability to maintain a sense of optimism amidst such difficulties is rooted in his approach to gratitude and acceptance. As he shared with Today, optimism is sustainable when you keep coming back to gratitude, and what follows from that is acceptance. This philosophy underscores his commitment to finding positive aspects in his life, even as he faces ongoing challenges. By focusing on gratitude, Fox has been able to navigate the complexities of his condition with a renewed sense of purpose and acceptance, acknowledging both the difficulties and the opportunities for growth. Despite his well-known optimism and resilience, Michael J. Fox's journey through recovery from his spinal surgery in 2018 was not without its moments of profound despair. His ability to maintain a positive outlook was severely tested when an unexpected accident occurred during what he had hoped would be a period of gradual healing and independence. The incident took place on what was supposed to be a routine morning. Fox had returned early from a family vacation, believing himself to be sufficiently recovered from his spinal surgery to handle being alone. He was preparing breakfast in his kitchen when he experienced a fall that would drastically affect his recovery. The fall resulted in a serious injury, a fractured arm that required 19 pins and a plate for proper healing. This setback not only added a physical burden, but also deepened his emotional and psychological struggles. Fox's account of the fall and its aftermath paints a vivid picture of the distress he endured. He described the ordeal to the morning, recounting how he had to navigate the complexities of calling for help while in severe pain and immobilized on the kitchen floor. The process of making the call for an ambulance was fraught with difficulty, and he had to wait alone under the phone until help arrived. This scene of vulnerability and isolation was a stark contrast to the public image of strength and optimism that Fox had cultivated. The gravity of the situation left Fox questioning his own resilience and the hope he had previously been able to offer to himself and others. In an interview with Dennis Leary at the 2018 Tribeca Film Festival, Fox candidly admitted that his outlook had become bleak. He confessed, "I was the guy who made lemonade out of lemons, but I was out of the expletive lemonade business." This statement reflected a profound sense of disillusionment and exhaustion. The metaphor of being out of the lemonade business signified his feelings of having run out of the capacity to find and create positive outcomes from his adversities, a role he had previously embraced with determination. When the New York Times describes him as the most credible voice on Parkinson's research in the world, it reflects a profound level of respect and influence in the field. Michael J. Fox has earned this recognition through his tireless dedication to advancing Parkinson's research and his passionate advocacy for those affected by the disease. His commitment is rooted in his own experiences with Parkinson's, and he has channeled his personal struggle into a broader mission to alleviate the suffering of others and drive progress toward a cure. Fox's advocacy extends beyond personal and medical boundaries into the realm of politics and public policy. As a staunch supporter of stem cell research, he has actively engaged in efforts to secure funding and support for Parkinson's research. This has included testifying before Congress to emphasize the importance of continued research funding. His political involvement is not limited to testimony. He has also endorsed candidates who share his commitment to stem cell research and medical advancement. Notably, Fox appeared in a campaign advertisement for Claire McCaskill, underscoring his willingness to leverage his public platform to support candidates who align with his vision for Parkinson's research. The commercial appearance, however, did not come without controversy. The visible symptoms of Parkinson's that Fox exhibited in the ad drew criticism from some right-leaning commentators, such as Rush Limbaugh, who accused Fox of exaggerating or faking his symptoms for political purposes. Fox, anticipating potential backlash, expressed his surprise at the extent of these accusations, but remained steadfast in his commitment to using his voice and platform to advocate for Parkinson's research. His response to the criticism, as reported by ABC News, highlighted his resilience and dedication to his cause, even in the face of unwarranted skepticism. Fox's advocacy efforts are further exemplified by the establishment of the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research. Founded in 2000, the foundation has become a leading force in Parkinson's research, focusing on both funding research initiatives and advancing public education about the disease. One of the foundation's notable endeavors is its landmark study of biological markers associated with Parkinson's. This research aims to improve early diagnosis, track disease progression, and develop new treatment strategies. The impact of Fox's charitable work and his role in the Parkinson's research community was recognized in 2007 when he was named one of Time magazine's 100 people whose power, talent, or moral example is transforming the world. This honor reflects his significant contributions to raising awareness, advancing research, and advocating for the needs of those living with Parkinson's. In No Time Like the Future, an optimist considers mortality. Michael J. Fox reflects on a pivotal moment in his life and career, acknowledging the toll that Parkinson's disease has taken on his body and mind. In the memoir, released in November 2020, Fox candidly discusses his decision to potentially retire from acting for a second time, driven by ongoing health challenges. The physical effects of Parkinson's have been compounded by deteriorating cognitive functions, particularly his short-term memory, which has made memorizing lines increasingly difficult. The book not only addresses Fox's personal struggles, but also underscores his enduring optimism and resilience. Despite the setbacks, Fox's spirit remains unbroken. His memoir captures his journey through the disease and his reflections on mortality with characteristic honesty and hopefulness. Fox's acknowledgement of his potential retirement from acting is framed with a sense of acceptance, yet he leaves room for the possibility of change, embodying his belief that everything changes. In a notable blend of pop culture generations, Fox made a memorable appearance in a Lil Nas X video where he humorously warns the artist not to visit 2020 while traveling through time. This cameo not only showcases Fox's continued engagement with contemporary pop culture, but also highlights his enduring presence and influence in the entertainment industry, even as he navigates significant personal challenges. Fox's announcement about a possible retirement comes with a nod to his earlier career, reflecting on how far he has come since his beginnings. His remarks resonate with those familiar with his journey and his impact on the industry. The reference to his previous retirement underscores a pattern of resilience and determination that has characterized his career. The anecdote about Family Ties producer Brandon Tartikoff's dismissive comments provides a glimpse into Fox's perseverance and sense of humor. Tartikoff's remark that Fox was too short and didn't have the right look for stardom seemed to be a significant slight at the time. However, Fox's success, particularly with Back to the Future, provided a memorable response. Fox's playful note to Tartikoff, which accompanied a lunchbox featuring his likeness, humorously addressed the earlier criticism. The note saying, "Brandon, they wanted me to put a crow in here, but love and kisses, Michael J." not only showcases Fox's humor, but also serves as a testament to his ability to rise above challenges and prove his critics wrong. Despite Michael J. Fox's optimism, many people still believe that deep inside him, regret is always present because he was very passionate about his dream from the beginning. Indeed, Fox's talent became evident when, at just 16 years old, he starred in the Canadian television series Leo and Me. Produced by the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, CBC, the show provided Fox with an early platform to showcase his acting skills. This role marked the beginning of his professional acting career and highlighted his potential in the industry. In 1979, at the age of 18, Fox made a significant move to Los Angeles to pursue broader opportunities in acting. This bold step was motivated by his desire to expand his career beyond the Canadian entertainment scene and to tap into the larger American market. His transition to Los Angeles was a crucial moment in his career, marking the start of his journey toward international recognition. Fox's initial break-in. American television came when he was discovered by producer Ronald Shedlow. This led to his American debut in the television film Letters from Frank. At this early stage, Fox was credited under the name Michael Fox, a choice reflecting his desire to distance himself from his Canadian roots and establish a new identity in Hollywood. However, this name change was short-lived. When Fox registered with the Screen Actors Guild, SAG, he discovered that a veteran actor was already registered under the name Michael Fox. To avoid confusion and potential conflicts within the industry, Fox was advised to use an alternate name. Thus, he added the J to his name, becoming Michael J. Fox. The inclusion of the initial not only resolved the naming conflict, but also became a distinctive part of his public persona. This minor adjustment was a pivotal moment in his career, marking his official entry into the American entertainment industry. Michael J. Fox's early career in film and television paved the way for his remarkable rise to stardom, marked by a series of pivotal roles that showcased his talent and versatility. Fox's initial foray into feature films included roles in Midnight Madness, 1980, and Class of 1984, 1982. In both films, he was credited under his original name, Michael Fox. These early performances helped establish him as a promising young actor, though it was his subsequent work on television that would bring him widespread recognition. The turning point in Fox's career came with his role as Alex P. Keaton on the NBC sitcom Family Ties. Premiering in 1982, the show was initially pitched with the concept of hip parents, square kids, focusing primarily on the parents. However, Fox's portrayal of the ambitious conservative teenager Alex P. Keaton quickly resonated with audiences. His character, a young Republican with a sharp wit and strong opinions, became a standout and eventually the focal point of the show, shifting the narrative away from the parents after the fourth episode. Fox's negotiation for the role of Alex P. Keaton is a testament to his determination and resourcefulness. In a candid interview with Jimmy Fallon in April 2014, Fox revealed that he secured the role while negotiating at a payphone outside a Pioneer Chicken restaurant. The role was originally intended for Matthew Broderick, but when Broderick was unavailable, Fox stepped in and made the role his own. This serendipitous twist proved to be a significant career move for Fox, leading to a role that would define his early career. Family Ties ran for 7 successful seasons, from 1982 to 1989, during which Fox's performance garnered critical acclaim. His portrayal of Alex P. Keaton earned him considerable recognition, culminating in 3 Emmy Awards in 1986, 1987, and 1988. Fox's work on the show was celebrated for its sharp humor and emotional depth, and his character became an iconic representation of the clash between youthful idealism and parental values. In addition to his Emmy wins, Fox also received a Golden Globe Award in 1989 for his role on Family Ties. The acclaim from both the Emmy and Golden Globe Awards underscored Fox's exceptional talent and the impact of his performance on television. His success on the show not only cemented his status as a leading actor, but also paved the way for his transition into feature films and other high-profile projects. Michael J. Fox's rise to fame, marked by his iconic role as Alex P. Keaton on Family Ties, was not without its challenges and criticisms. One notable critique came from Brandon Tartikoff, a key producer of the show. Tartikoff, who was instrumental in shaping the show's direction, expressed doubts about Fox's suitability for the role. He reportedly felt that Fox was too short compared to the actors playing his parents, and even remarked that Fox's face was not the kind you'd find on a lunchbox. This critique was a significant hurdle for Fox, but it also became a source of motivation for him. Fox's response to Tartikoff's remarks was both clever and personal. After achieving substantial success through Family Ties, as well as his roles in Teen Wolf and Back to the Future, Fox decided to address Tartikoff's comment in a unique way. He presented Tartikoff with a custom-made lunchbox, humorously inscribed, "To Brandon. This is for you to put your crow in. Love and kisses, Michael J." The gesture was not only a playful jab, but also a symbol of Fox's triumph over the early skepticism about his potential. Tartikoff, who appreciated the humor and sentiment, kept the lunchbox in his office throughout his career at NBC. The connection between Fox's past successes and his later work was also evident when he wrapped up his role on Spin City in 2000. The final episodes of the series were filled with references to family ties, creating a nostalgic bridge between Fox's early and later careers. Michael Gross, who played Fox's father, Stephen Keaton on Family Ties, appeared as Mike Flaherty's therapist. This casting choice not only honored Fox's earlier work, but also provided a subtle nod to his past role. Additionally, the show included a character named Mallory, a reference to Fox's Family Ties sister, and a plotline where Flaherty, now an environmental lobbyist, meets a conservative senator named Alex P. Keaton, mirroring Fox's famous character. Fox's impact on popular culture was further cemented by his work in Teen Wolf and Back to the Future. These roles contributed to his status as a teen idol, a distinction recognized by VH1, which named him among their 50 greatest teen idols. Fox's ability to transition from a teen heartthrob to a respected actor and advocate for Parkinson's research underscores his versatility and enduring appeal. His career trajectory, marked by significant personal and professional achievements, reflects not only his resilience, but also his influence on both television and film. What do you think about Michael J. Fox's tumultuous career and life? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.